Clock is.
Well, that's something that the guards on the floor are responsible for, to make sure that they are constantly alerted to how many seconds are left.
Pistons will try to cut it to one. Laimbeer with his first shot of the game was off. Grant the rebound. So Bill Laimbeer, who hurt his hand in warm-ups, taking his first shot. Jordan misses a three. Hodges. Jordan. And there's Jordan with his first inside basket of the game, and he has 7 points to lead everybody.
Excellent pass that time by Hodges to find him in traffic.
Now Hodges is on Isaiah Thomas, feed inside Laimbeer, off his hands. Here's Jordan in the open court. Dumars is with him, the pull-up and the basket. This guy is incredible.
But see, all 5 guys are active defensively for the Bulls. They're getting a hand on an awful lot of passes as well as the shot attempts right now.
Again, the Bulls lead by 7 after the Pistons cut the lead. And Joe Dumars foul going in. That will be the 14th foul against Chicago and the first against Craig Hodges. And Dumars will go to the line. He scored 20 points in the second game of the series. That was his high scoring output, but he's been occupied mostly with having to defend against Michael Jordan.
Well, that's a tiresome job. You know, all night long you're chasing a person that who you know is going to get anywhere between 22 and 27 shot attempts. Never mind how many times he goes to the line. So that's really a wearisome thing. And plus, he has to have the stamina as a guard to penetrate and make things happen.
We've been around practice. Do you think the Pistons have taken the Bulls seriously yet? Honestly.
Yeah, but when you're down 2-1, Dick, and you know that you're fighting in the finals, you know, I realize what you're saying. I think that they've been hit on the jaw, but maybe they haven't buckled yet.
Cartwright over Mahorn, and Bill Cartwright with his second basket, and a terrific balance by Chicago.
See, I like Doug's theory there. He wants to get Cartwright down in on Mahorn because he knows that they substitute. They got size, but they don't get bulk if they get Mahorn out of there.
Hodges got beaten on the curl. Pippen fighting with Laimbeer for the loose ball. 6 on the shot clock now. Thomas goes around Jordan nicely, feeds Dumars.
Great pass.
Dumars with a new clock. Batted him down, blocked. I think Pippen got a hand on it, and he did. Laimbeer for 3. And Grant with the rebound with under 4 minutes to go. And this crowd senses that the Bulls have not missed a beat between games 3 and 4.
Well, a big reason, very few uncontested shots for Detroit.
Loose ball, Thomas. Chicago back defensively with 3:40 to go in the first. In a wild first quarter, and Isaiah Thomas draws the foul. It is the 15th foul against Chicago, and they're in the penalty. Second on Craig Hodges.
On this replay, watch the working down inside of Dumars. You know, you have a tendency to forget he's 6'3", very, very broad across the shoulders and can play big. But give the Bulls credit. They are going for every shot clock.
Rick Mahorn and Bill Laimbeer go out, and John Sally and James Edwards. There's Edwards, who come into the game. Meanwhile, John Paxson, you mentioned at the top, one of the secondary stars who came through in a big way in game number 3 with 12 points, has come in for Hodges, who goes out with 2 personal fouls.
Dick, they all have confidence in Paxson. You know, Michael Jordan, the highest compliment. He is playing big. The tougher the game gets, the more pressure. Paxson is really doing it for them.
Thomas missed the second free throw. There is Bill Laimbeer on the bench, and you can see the ice applied to his hand. Lane violation against Bill Cartwright, and Thomas gets another shot. So the Pistons now trail 23-18, and 16 of the 18 points have come from the hand of Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars. Pippen gets through on the baseline, misses the layup.
See, Detroit is hanging tough. They just have to, you know, step back, work their offense, get the good shots. They're only 5 down.
Still 5 down as Dumars missed from the corner. Paxson open for 3. And Sally out jumps Grant for the rebound.
See, it's tough to come off the bench sitting there that long in your first shot to be a three.
Dwyer lost control. Here's Sally. And he'll go to the line. Very scrappy first quarter on both sides. And a timeout called by the Pistons. And a chance for us to congratulate the LA Lakers. They are serving notice on the rest of the league, aren't they?
We have a nice defensive sequence for you right here. Mark Aguirre on Scottie Pippen. Pippen is going to try to come around a double screen. Watch Mike Aguirre fight through here. All right, here we go. You'll see Pippen come up. Now he changes direction, and he's going to receive a lob pass. Now hold it right there. Now if you notice, he's catching the ball behind the backboard. But see Aguirre, watch Aguirre recover, and then as Pippen switches hands, he has to bring it back to Aguirre. And here's your little intimidation and forces the miss. Nice movement by two players.
Lakers are waiting in the wings. They swept the Phoenix Suns in 4 straight. They're undefeated, 11-0 in the playoffs. Mark Aguirre goes to the bench as Chuck Daly brings in some more reinforcements. Vinnie Johnson, the microwave in at guard, and Dennis Rodman, who's so active all over the court, is in for Detroit as well. Charles Davis, who has done very well as a backcourt or front court reserve, is in. There's Vinnie Johnson. Dave Corzine checks in and Cartwright goes out. He scored 4 points. But the Bulls were able to establish him inside.
Well, their second unit has done an excellent job for the 6 minutes that they've been on the floor in all of the key games. Cleveland, New York, and again in this series.
Missed free throw by Sally. Grant the rebound.
Now, right now, Michael Jordan is going to have to help him out a little bit.
I would hope so for Chicago people. Thomas staying with Paxson. Grant over Sally. Rodman saves it. Nice play by Rodman into the hands of Isaiah Thomas. Vinnie Johnson throws it past Sally. The Pistons have scored only 1 basket in the last 5 minutes.
You know, though, Dick, as you look at what they're doing, every time that they penetrate below the foul line, they are looking for the next pass. Let's see if it opens up over the next 3 quarters.
Jordan with 9, leading the Bulls. Grant traveled. Had no place to go.
Now, one of the best rebounders that we have in this series is right there, the Worm. He is so active at both ends of the floor.
That's right, the Worm and the Spider are both in there at the same time. John Sally.
The microwave.
Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dick Stockton, Hubie Brown, and Pat O'Brien with you. Game 4. Edwards is short with it, and Sally gets a new clock. Sally missed off the side of the boards. Chicago commits another foul. They're in the penalty.
Well, Charles Davis has got to do a good job on Rodman. You cannot let him slice to the offensive board. He's murdered, Dick.
Pistons have committed only 1 foul themselves. Dennis Rodman, who has improved his free throw shooting, used to be around 50%, but it's close to 70% in the playoffs. The rebounds. Detroit has held the edge, and Dennis Rodman has gotten better in each game. And in fact, Dennis has led the Pistons in rebounding in the last 2 games.
Well, just think, he's only playing 22 minutes a game to get those kind of stats.
Threw the air ball up on the free throw. He missed them both, and it'll be side out of bounds for Chicago with 1:44 to go in the opening 12 minutes of this game.
The Bulls have been on 23 for a couple of minutes. What they need is some down-in execution.
Jordan. Clobbered. And that's what we're talking about when the Pistons want to make Jordan pay whenever he gets in the paint. There was an example.
Yeah, you'll see him change. He's been able to go to his left in this series an awful lot. He loves to get there, but once he breaks that foul line area, that's what we mean by saying down-in type of play. Whether you do it with a pivot man or you do it off the dribble.
John Sally on the personal foul. That's the 4th on Detroit. Michael Jordan, in the first press guide when he joined North Carolina's Tar Heels, they listed him as Mike Jordan. That's what it said in the book. Makes only 1 or 2 free throws. 24-19. Chicago Stadium, it's been rocking for all the playoff games. Game 4 of the NBA Eastern Conference Final. And a foul. James Edwards will go to the line, and